Hi guys, in this video we are going to create generic data sets. By generic I mean you must be knowing in Data Factory we have to create two data sets, one for each table, import, right? So how we can make it generic so that we don't have to create data sets every time we create a table. So let's dig in and see how it can be done. As you see on my screen, I have created a generic data set which is connected to SQL Server as the linked service. If you see here the connection tab, linked service is defined my source linked service, whereas the table I have parameterized at the rate dataset dot source table name. Here if I click on preview data, you will see I'll get a parameter value. It's asking for a parameter value for source table name. Now if I go to parameters tab, you will see I have defined source table name as a string type. So whenever this connection or this data set is called, it will ask for this source table name. Hope this source generic data set concept is somewhat clear as of now. So let's go further and define the sync dataset or the target dataset. So as you see here, my target dataset is Azure SQL Database Linked Service, and I have defined a generic name for that. Always remember to give a good naming convention in Azure Data Factory. Otherwise, your life can be a bit difficult there. Alright. In connection tab, as you see here, I have selected the linked service for the Azure SQL database. I can open the connection from here. Otherwise, I can also test the connection from here. Then in the table tab, I have defined the @dataset.sync table name because this data set is the sync dataset or the target dataset. Now if I click the preview data here, I'll again get the similar kind of parameter here, sync table name, and it is again asking for the target value of the table. Alright, so if I go to the parameters tab here, I'll see the sync table name is defined here and type is a string, and a value has to be provided once I call this data set pipeline. Alright, hope it is clear till now. So let's go to a pipeline and see how the copy objects work there. Now on my screen you see a pipeline and a copy data object here. Okay, now if you see the source tab of that copy object, you will see I have selected a source generic data set which I created earlier. Alright, if I click on the preview data here, I will see the data of my table. Why? Because if you go here down in the dataset properties, I have defined the source table name here. Okay, I have given the text value of that table name, the schema name and the table name. Alright, now if I go to the sync tab, you'll see that I have selected the sync dataset here. Right now if we go to the dataset properties, similarly I have defined the sync table name here, so the schema name dot the table name. Alright, here we can also add the pre-copy script. So for extract tables we need to do a truncate and load, so we can write a truncate table statement, right? And also we can define mappings and other things in general as per our requirements. Okay, so hope this generic dataset creation is clear. It might be very helpful for you guys so that no repeated data sets are created in your Azure Data Factory. It will also save time, of course, like if one dataset creation is taking 10 minutes or 15 minutes as per the naming conventions and other things if you follow. So two datasets suppose 30 minutes. So you are going to save 30 minutes per table, right? That's a big time frame if you count for 100 tables. Happy learning and see ya. Thank you guys.